The mound for the third.
As a whip over.
Henniger has the best view of this.
That's moving the ball over the fence. This is his.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. It was a 3-hit inning, and now the pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take. Catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. Garrett Cole will be on the mound for the Stros. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA. Sub 1.0 ERA today in this one.
And that's out number 1. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And he'll put this away for the second out. Stepping in now is Mitch Henniger. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 4 for 13. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Mariners are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Carlos Correa now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there. They've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
That is it. The third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. To his right, Beckham. On the first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman, plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts, or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
0-1, here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Suzuki ranging back to the track, and this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Well, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Suzuki is in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Comes set, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Diaz blows through the stop sign, headed for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
In now, Robinson Chirinos, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Smith. And that ends the inning. Astros off and running on the solo homer. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Houston. Edwin Encarnacion now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider work, and that thing's got depth and bite.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. His career line against.
He's strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. Houston leads this one 1-0. At the plate, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Smith's on the move. He's there and records the first out. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League West as you find where the Mariners find themselves entering play today. Next up for the Stros, Josh Reddick. He hammers it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Into the box, Jose Altuve. He swings and grounds it to short. Beckham scoops it up, and there's out number 2. Digging in, Carlos Correa. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The 0-1 offering. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Smith going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston, but they lead it 1-0. Standing in, Tim Beckham, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A ball and a strike. One and 2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground.
can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. On the move is Springer. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is. Stepping up now, Alex Bregman, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Alex.
Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Next to the
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box now, Aledmus Diaz. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Number 10.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Here's Michael Brantley. Softly hit here to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And he is in there.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is coming here, and that's going to do it for Wade LeBlanc. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Zach Roscoe answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Jose Altuve will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Roscoe is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you.
And the run is in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well.
The third baseman.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Dive, but it's off his glove, and that ought to get at least 1 run in. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. The relay, a tag for 1. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. To the bottom of inning number. Here's D. Gordon now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Malik Smith the next to hit. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that 2-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Next for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And he falls behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. In his career, Encarnacion carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
First offering on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over to 0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. And a high strike there, 0-1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Liner in there for a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his 3rd knock of the game.
Next will be the designated hitter, Aledmus Diaz. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. Smith is there, and he has it for the first out.
The first baseman, number 10.
Ready for another shot now. Yuli Gurriel. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set, and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Smith, and he makes the catch for the second out. So 2 are gone for the Astros in the 5th, and that'll bring up the catcher Robinson Chirinos. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. A toss over to Gordon at second, and that. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Now Now another 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
The batter, number 1.
At the plate, Tim Beckham. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. There's our line score through the first 4.5. And these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1-2. Digging in once again, Michael Brantley, as he'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th. First pitch on its way. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Shot toward right center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, guys, you take your hat off to the batter right there. He was obviously, you could see in his approach, he was trying to work that ball the other way. And he finds a hole. Now it's first and third. Mucho problemas on the mound.
Line toward the alley in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Standing in now, Alex Bregman. Line drive to center field. Smith is right there, 1 down. And the throw in gets away from him. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down. Wow. Stepping up to the plate, George Springer trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Smith. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. Sam Tuivalala gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First offering on its way. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. Now a long throw home. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
The first baseman, number 10.
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Suzuki is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Lobaton. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Malik Smith. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 12 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are.
Robinson.
Back up the middle. Gordon is up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 23.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Michael Brantley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Line drive, fair ball down the line.
Next for the Astros, the right fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Josh Reddick. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And that'll get down out there near the wall. On to third, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The second baseman.
Wow, you think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
In now, Jose Altuve. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Reddick takes his lead at third with 1 away. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground, and that drops in for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Runners on the move for second. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. On the move again from first. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Smith. And that's the third out. Now in the box, Mitch Haniger. It was a walk in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-1.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through, a base hit. Throw into second. Throw won't get him.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Into the box now, Ryan Healy, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. No hits to this point. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and belted to left by Healy. This one is carrying well. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is...
Now batting, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Stepping in now, Kyle Seager. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. Around first, digging for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Stepping in, Tim Beckham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the corner and slicing foul. With runners in scoring position this season, Beckham is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball player.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. In now, Ichiro Suzuki. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Fouled away. Seager at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he'll step on first for the out. The side is retired. Here's George Springer, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
George Springer.
From the stretch. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dan Altavia.
The first base
Coming to the plate now, Yuli Gurriel. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Swung on and hit in the air to left. And the catch made out there by Ichiro, and that's out number 2.
The catcher, number 28.
So 2 gone now in the Houston
Robinson.
8th, and that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Smith, and that ends the inning. So striding forward now, Jose.
Leading off for the Mariners, the catcher, Jose.
Chris Davinsky is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for Houston.
He's ready. Here's the
Number
first offering.
47.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Gone! Standing in now, D. Gordon. And he puts it on the ground to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Bregman is over to take a look at it. Slider laid off for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll return.
Leading off for the Astros, the left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Suzuki on the move, and they can't run it down. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 8th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty V, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
Line drive to left. Suzuki is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Shortstop.
Now with the plate, Carlos Correa. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. On to Encarnacion at first, and that in. Settling in now, Edwin Encarnacion.
Leading off for the Mariners, the first baseman, Edwin.
Will Harris will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Now pitching for Houston.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH. Ryan Healy. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 0 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Popped him up. Gurriel moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Mariners are down to their final out now. And into bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seager. A ball and no strikes. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. 1-1. Here it is. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Last chance for the Mariners.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict when this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
16-3 today. Houston used